Namaste friends, my name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel Vedic Astro Amit. Today we will start with the comprehensive monthly analysis for each of the rising signs. People have asked, we do separate videos, say Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, or eclipse video that's applicable for the next 6 months, and all these transits, how to make sense out of those. So this video will we'll try to combine all of those for each of the rising signs 1 month at a time. Now we'll do based on the sun's transit, the solar transit. So sun stays in a sign for a month, usually from mid of the month to the next middle of the month. So we'll do this analysis as per the sun's transit so this first one will be from 16th of September through October 15th. So we'll try to cover all the major planets. Of course, we cannot cover the sun because, I'm sorry, the moon. Moon changes signs every 2.5 days. So for the daily prediction, you can join our YouTube channel as a member, as a paid member, and then there we give you the daily prediction based on the transits of the moon. But for transit of the sun and also where all the other planets are, this will be a very comprehensive analysis. And of course, you have to look at your birth chart, your Mahadasha, your Antardasha. So things will get modified, but this will be overall analysis. So how to use these videos? You want to look at the opportunities, things that you can do during this month to manifest, to get the maximum blessings of that particular transit. So that's the real meaning. And then what remedies also you can do to enhance the blessings and also overcome some of the obstacles and weaknesses for a particular transit. So we'll try to combine a lot of these things in this video. So let's get started with Aries. Before that, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you get the notifications. And we have a live course coming up, next batch starting on September 25th. Consider joining the course. It is the most in-depth and practical course you will ever do. And you can start reading your own charts. Your friends and family also become a professional astrologer helping other people. So let's get started with the sign of Aries. First of all, Aries rising. This is Aries rising, Aries Lagna. You want to see from the Lagna, and a lot is happening. Of course, all the time, right? So first of all, we have a powerful eclipse this month taking place in Virgo. So Sun will be in Virgo from September 16th through October 15th. So this analysis is for that 1 month that is based on the transit of the Sun. So Sun will be in Virgo in your sixth house, and Ketu is sitting there for a while, has been sitting there for a while. So there will be an eclipse taking place. That's going to be on 2nd of October. You can watch my video on that, a separate video for eclipse. And so this is going to be very like Virgo is going to be loaded. It's going to be very strong, very powerful. So what's happening? One is Mercury, as you can see here, will be also joining Sun and Ketu almost throughout this duration, specifically from 22nd or 23rd of September through 10th of October. Okay, so that makes this whole sign of Virgo very so any planet that's going to transit through Virgo will get this strength from Mercury also, because Mercury is exalted in Virgo. So in other words, Mercury will be exalted throughout this month, most of the duration, except for the first week. And secondly, Venus is still will be in Virgo for the first couple of days, but starting 18th of September through pretty much the rest of the this month, 13th of October, Venus will be in Libra. So you see here, Venus is going to be in Libra in own sign, getting a lot of strength. Mercury will be in own sign exalted in Virgo, getting a lot of strength as all, and also giving strength to Sun and Ketu. And then on top of that, we have Jupiter transiting through the second house, and Jupiter will be having a trinal aspect on Sun and Mercury. So again, Virgo, where Sun and Ketu are transiting, and Mercury also for most of this duration will be getting blessings of Jupiter as well. Now, on top of that, Saturn has been transiting through Aquarius and it is retrograde. So that means you can bring Saturn back one sign. So, in other words, the energy of the Saturn desires to be back one sign in Capricorn. So, from Capricorn again, there will be trinal aspect of Saturn. So, Virgo is getting influence of Sun and Ketu and Mercury, of course, most of this month, and then the blessings of Jupiter and Saturn. So, wherever you have combined aspect of Jupiter and Saturn, things manifest. So let's get down to what things you can expect as Aries rising. First of all, understand that wherever sun goes, that area of life, that house, that those things in our life do not remain hidden anymore, cannot remain hidden. Sun is the light. So that means the focus for you for Aries rising will be the sixth house. So look up and study the things signified by the sixth house. All of those things will be the focus. Now, what does that mean, focus? First of all, your focus will be health. Sixth house represents our health. So sun actually gives us immunity. Sun gives us strength and power. But it is getting eclipsed with Ketu. Okay. So but Ketu is intuition. Ketu is going within. Ketu is awakening. Ketu is moksha karaka. So uh, this month, you got to take extra care of your health. There could be health issues, but what's happening is sun is going to have this eclipse, the rebirth of the sun. That means you will discover new ways and intuitive ways and natural ways of healing yourself through intuition, through going within, through awakening, through natural means. So this will be a fantastic month for you to really heal yourself from within. This is the highest level of health. So this will trigger a lot of things in you that you'll take action towards better health for yourself. Okay, so that's health. Then second thing, sixth house represents our enemies. Okay, so enemies both within and without. So this is a great month for you to focus on your Shadripus, your six weaknesses. Maybe start, fasting, or maybe start doing something, controlling your anger, or have a resolve, or take a, pratigya, that you will, at least tackle one of your six weaknesses, and sun will help you with that. Sun will give you self-confidence, and Ketu will give you this resolve that is everlasting resolve. So Ketu is forever. Ketu is where we came from. Ketu is the source. So take care of your enemies. Now externally, obstacles, good month to tackle obstacles. And if you are into giving sitting for competitive exams, this is a perfect month for that. So this is a good month to tackle our enemies, our obstacles, our challenges, and like any competitive exams, or especially things related with the government. So those will be very powerful. Now, make no mistake, this is sun is also represents our self, our ego also, right? So sun is getting eclipsed. That means this will be complete annihilation of our ego. Okay. And so you got to take care that there is no ounce, no iota of ego. Then you'll receive all the blessings of sun and Ketu. See, sun and Ketu is also known as Dvajakirti Yoga. So that is kind of like it gives you this flag, this like a government vehicle. And so gives you name and fame also. Sun, anyway, wherever it goes, as I mentioned, gives you success. But now with Ketu, it'll be fantastic. You'll have recognition, you'll have success in those areas. So that's the sixth house. Now, Jupiter has been transiting through your second house. It's aspecting Virgo also. So the sign, the sixth house is getting all the blessings. But on its own, Jupiter being your ninth lord and your 12th lord, you will continue to receive the blessings of Jupiter. And this is a fantastic period. One is to consolidate your finances, improve your family wealth, improve your resources, keep working on those. Secondly, ninth and 12th house are very spiritual houses. So this is the time to focus on spiritual things and even travel abroad on a pilgrimage, spiritual journey. All of that is indicated, and those will also be actually financially rewarding and perfect time for you to go on a pilgrimage with your family. Jupiter is in second house, that represents your family. And ninth house, 12th house is spirituality and travel, long distance travel and foreign travel. So essentially, long distance travel, foreign travel for spiritual purposes with your family will bring you financial gains as well. So that's overall just a quick summary of Jupiter in the second house, being the ninth lord and the 12th lord. Okay. Next, we have Venus. Venus, pretty much throughout this duration of this 1 month, Venus will be in your seventh house in Libra. So that is its own sign. So this will give a boost to relationships. But we also say sometimes Venus in the seventh house is too much of a good thing. So there may be indulgence, there may be extravagance, there may be excessive of pleasure in during this month. So that's one caution for you. But otherwise, if you honor Venus, if you honor women, if you respect women, then Venus will give you blessings. You can have, social gatherings and uh, go on a date on Friday night with your partner. So those things will really help. But Venus in the seventh house, be cautious. So, don't get overexcited. Oh, Venus in seventh house, amazing. But this could also be like excess of something. Then, of course, Saturn has been transiting to your 11th house. Saturn is the planet of profession and karma for you, for Aries rising. Saturn is the 10th lord, Saturn is the 11th lord, transiting through the 11th house. And now it's been retrograde, and it will be retrograde throughout this month. Retrograde means the planet desires to come back one sign or one house. So Saturn will give you results of Capricorn. And that is fantastic. Saturn sitting in the 10th house, the 10th lord, and the Karaka for the 10th house anyway, is going to give you success in your career. See, Saturn does not give you immediate results. Saturn is patience, Saturn is hard work, Saturn is long-term strategy. So now whatever effort you'll put in, so that's one of the big recommendations for Aries rising now, is to put in a lot of effort in your career, in your work, in your profession. Those will give you long-term benefits. And once Saturn turns direct in November, on November 15th, then you'll see financial gains also. Saturn will be focusing on your 11th house. Right now, Saturn is focusing on giving you results for your 10th house. This is the period of consolidation. This is the period of setting the foundation, building the foundation for your career. And then Mercury, of course, exalted throughout this month, most of this month, starting 23rd. And so that means your sixth house again gets a lot of strength, a lot of boost. And sixth house mainly, you see, your health will be the prime focus. Mercury is the planet that naturally in the Kalapurush Kundali also rules the sixth house, right? So Mercury is connected with digestion. So the focus will be on digestion. Make sure you are eating, proper healthy food that will help with your digestion. Your communication will be very strong. The third house represents communication. Mercury is the ruler of the third house as well. And this is a fantastic month for you to learn some new skills. Third house represents our skills, some new talent, something new, and that will really help you. And so connect with people. Third house means connection, marketing, networking, and that'll give you a lot of this connection with this will be like long-term connections that you will develop, because Sun and Ketu's influence on Mercury, and this will be like more on a solid foundation, which is for life. Sun is the soul, so Sun means long-term progress. Now, be careful in terms of specific dates when these conjunctions will take, because a lot is happening in the sign of Virgo. So Sun will be conjunct Ketu on 29th of September. And so that's a very sensitive day. And then the eclipse happens a couple of days later. But 29th of September, exact conjunction of Sun and Ketu, be careful. And also same day, in fact, in the evening in US and 30th morning in India. That is Mercury and Ketu exact conjunction. And then the third conjunction that's going to take place is the Sun and Mercury. That'll be midday, 30th of September in the US, and early morning of 1st of October in India. So those are sensitive periods, very powerful conjunctions. Be careful around those couple of days before and after. Pretty much the end of September and the beginning of October is a sensitive period, but otherwise, this is like awakening of your sixth house, awakening of your intuition, and will give you a lot of positive results. So, in terms of remedies, all these things that we discussed are, in a way, remedies for all of these. But if you still want to do, you can do charity for health-related causes. That will be fantastic for you for Aries rising. So that's for Aries. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and also consider joining a course, the in-depth course starting on September 25th. So next we will see Taurus rising. Taurus Lagna. And so we are doing comprehensive analysis for each of the rising signs for the month of mid-September through mid-October. And that is because of the transit of the sun. See, sun, if you want to look at the monthly, manifestation of things, for yearly rounds, you want to look at the Jupiter transit. And then for even like 2-year pattern, you want to look at the Saturn. But for monthly results, you want to see where sun is transiting, because sun stays in a sign for about a month. So for Taurus rising, this is the full picture. This is what's happening. Sun will be transiting through the sign of Virgo, and that is your fifth house. So from September 16th through October 15th, sun will be in your fifth house. And so your fifth house is completely activated. First of all, there's going to be eclipse there, which I have created a separate video for that solar eclipse. That's going to be on the 2nd of October. Watch that video. The effects of that eclipse will be for the next 6 months to a year. Secondly, wherever sun goes in general, that area of life gets eliminated. That cannot remain hidden. So fifth house will be the primary area of focus for you for the next full month. Now, sun is going to be with Ketu, so that means, as we discussed, it's literally eclipse. And so there will be some hidden things that will come to surface. There could be issues, and there could be loss of ego. That's very, very important for you to understand that sun with Ketu literally means loss of ego. Otherwise, if you have any ego, literally your head will be cut off. So in terms of your romantic relationships, make sure there is no ego. In terms of your children, with your children also, you should not have any ego. And this is a fantastic period to go within. And the exact dates, so a couple of days are very sensitive, when sun will be exactly conjunct with Ketu on 29th of September, early morning in the US, and evening in India, afternoon. And so that day is very, very sensitive. Sensitive means there could be, literally like maybe lack of self-confidence, or you may feel kind of lost also. But the energy is to go within and honor the Ketu, which is intuition, which is going within and awakening. Second, the important date, Mercury is going to be conjunct Ketu. Exact conjunction will be evening of 29th in the US and morning of 30th in India, September 30th. So that is also very important, very sensitive. So that conjunction, that day, it's ideal not to sign any contracts, not to initiate any major new projects. That day is perfect for doing lots of meditation and going within. But overall, so first of all, this is the period of awakening of your fifth house. See, eclipse is literally like the death and rebirth of the sun. So there is something profound that's going to be born related to your fifth house. So spend time with your children if you have kids. Focus on creativity. This will bring huge creativity for you, for your children together in their lives, or with both of you together. Secondly is creativity with your romantic partner, also if you have a romantic relationship. Be careful with stock market or any speculative actions. Do not take any unnecessary risks, because Ketu, remember, Ketu is also headless mistakes, right? So that means it just wants you to go within. It doesn't have the head or the monkey mind or the five senses. And so, best not to take any risks like that. Be very, very careful. And then fifth house is also our disciples, our children, our students. And so if you are a teacher, if you are into that kind of profession, this will be fantastic, that you will actually get students who are very spiritual, who are very sincere. So reach out to those kind of people. And see, Sun is your fourth lord coming into the fifth house. That means this will be a good period for gains of real estate, or maybe for your home. Maybe you go into a new home. But also Mercury is going to be there pretty much throughout this month, starting on 23rd of September. Mercury will be in Virgo from 23rd of September through 10th of October. And that means Mercury will be exalted, right? So that gives strength to Sun and Ketu also. So the really powerful awakening of the fifth house happening here. And at the same time, Jupiter's going to be in Taurus throughout this period as well, and it's giving blessings from the Lagna to the fifth house, and as well as Saturn is in Aquarius. It's retrograde. That means it wants to go back to the previous sign, that is Capricorn. So it'll give you blessings. The trinal aspect of Saturn will be there from your ninth house as well. So Mercury is very strong. Mercury will be exalted. So that means things related to your second house and fifth house will manifest. And Mercury is also getting the blessings from Jupiter and Saturn's aspect, trinal aspects. And so this for Taurus, Mercury is a very important money planet. Why I say that? Because second house and fifth house both are connected with finances. And so that planet is going to be exalted. So working on wealth accumulation, working on family wealth, those areas will be the primary focus. You'll get a lot of ideas and put in a lot of effort to maybe figure out how to improve your finances. And you'll get opportunities also in your lap. Jupiter has been in your Lagna. That is fantastic, giving you blessings, expansion. And Jupiter is your the 11th Lord, and Jupiter is your 8th Lord, right? So, see, for Taurus, Jupiter is the planet of esoteric wisdom, essentially gains from esoteric wisdom. Why I say that? You want to look at for each rising sign, you want to see what the planet represents for you, what each of the 9 planets represent for you for your rising sign, not in general. So for Taurus rising, Jupiter is the 8th lord, which is the esoteric wisdom, and Jupiter is the 11th lord, which is financial gains. So that means literally Jupiter is the planet that will give you financial gains from esoteric wisdom. And it has been sitting in your Lagna, giving you all the blessings. So this is a time for you to deep dive into spiritual studies, maybe even start learning Jyotish or any of these energy healing, past life regression. So going and understanding the depths and the secrets of the universe, that's indicated here. And so that's been there for a while. And now Jupiter will go retrograde starting October 8th. So that's when Jupiter will want to go back to your 12th house. So we'll discuss, that's a separate video I've done. But for most of this transit, most of this month, Jupiter will still be in your first house, giving the blessings to your fifth house. So the sign of Virgo and the fifth house are completely activated. Saturn at the same time, Saturn is your ninth lord and your 10th lord. Saturn's focus has been the previous sign because it's been retrograde. So from Aquarius, Saturn wants to go back to Capricorn. So it's giving you more results, more attention for your ninth house. So Saturn in the ninth house gives you this focus on what is your spiritual path. So figuring out your dharma, figuring out your spiritual path, that is the meaning of Saturn, retrograde in the 10th house, giving you results of the ninth house. So you got to figure out what makes you happy in terms of your belief system and your spiritual path, all of that. Also a good time for going on a pilgrimage, especially like walking. People go these long pilgrimages walking on foot. So that's an ideal time for you with Saturn retrograde in your 10th house. And then finally, Venus. Venus is really well placed pretty much throughout the month, will be in the sign of Libra starting 18th of September. And Venus is your your sixth lord. So sixth lord sitting in the sixth sign, is sitting in its own sign, and it is your Lagna lord. So you always want to look at the position, what's the Lagna lord doing in transits. So this is going to give you a boost in your health. You will because Lagna is also health and sixth house is our health, and the Lagna lord and the sixth lord both are going to be in the sixth house, very strong in own sign. So one of the key themes focus for you for Taurus rising this whole month will be improving your health. See, Venus is the planet of healing. A lot of people don't recognize that. It's the Sanjeevani Vidya. Venus literally is the only planet who has the knowledge, the wisdom to bring the dead people back to life. So that's how strong Venus is in terms of healing. So considering it's going to be in your sixth house, very strong. Focus on your health. Focus on starting some new health routines, maybe some natural ways of healing, and then also this will also be good. It'll give you a boost for your job, for your work, more like 9 to 5 kind of a job. Okay, so those are the areas that Venus will be touching. So this is the monthly analysis overall. So we discussed a lot of opportunities, the things that you can do during this month, and then also some of the remedies. One of the key remedies also is doing some spiritual work for Taurus rising, doing some spiritual work with your children or with your students, or mantra shastra, chanting lots of mantras, and also maybe with your romantic partner. This is the monthly, and then if you want a daily analysis, that's with the transit of moon. So that for that you can join our YouTube membership, where we analyze day by day what's going to happen based on the nakshatra where moon is placed, and some other details. So and also it depends on your chart, natal chart. The things may modify. The results will modify based on your natal chart, what Mahadasha, Antardasha you're running. But this is the overall generic analysis for a comprehensive analysis for the sign of Taurus. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon to get the notifications. And you can also join our upcoming live course, starting on September 25th. It's a 24-week in-depth course. You'll learn everything about astrology to become a professional astrologer.